Hello, you're watching Much Ado About Something, and I'm Donna. Tonight I'm going to share with you 8 ways to repurpose things that you would normally throw in the garbage. The first one's going to be this plastic jug. Now what we're going to do with this plastic jug is we're going to take a utility knife. Be very careful doing this. And we're just going to take off the top. We're just going to cut out a little scraper. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. We'll just take off the bottom. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with this little scraper. Earlier today, in the bathroom, I had this little warmer plugged up right here, and I had to take it out to plug in my hair dryer and my straightener. Well, it had the wax in the top of it here, and when I pulled it out, it splashed all over my soap dish and stuff here. So I needed to cut out one of these scrapers to show you what I would do about that. So I let the wax dry. And you just scrape it off. Now this would be really hard to get off any other way. By doing it this way, I'm repurposing a object that I was just going to throw in the trash can anyway. And it makes a great scraper for anything that you need to scrape. Anything that's dried on carpet or a floor. You can just take this and just scrape it off. And then it's right here on the counter too. Just scrape that off. And see, that looks much better than it did. Now I can just throw this wax in the trash can. And I can throw my scraper in the trash can. Now I'll have to work a little harder on the bottle that the wax spilled all over, but I'll do that here in a little bit. So that's the first use of something that you would normally throw away. The second use is this alcohol bottle, or any bottle that's square. You can get, I think, peroxide, maybe some shampoos and different stuff. Any bottle that you see that's square, this'll make a great bottle to repurpose for this next thing. Okay, so we're going to just remove this label. This one's peeling off really easily. Some of them don't come off as easy. But just remove the label. What you want to do with this is just mark about where you would like to cut. We're going to make an organizer out of this. So that's how we're going to cut. We're going to cut along these lines. So we take our utility knife, carefully cut on the lines that we just drew. We'll use the scissors for this bottom part. And you have a container that looks like this. Of course, we could cut at the magic the marker off a little better, but your container looks like this. Now I'll show you what to do with this. We'll dry this bottle out a little bit. It still had some of the alcohol in it. Well, we know it's sterilized inside, right? Okay. It's dry now. You know all those little things in your medicine cabinet that's just little bits, packets and things, like this is Theraflu, and we'll put that in there. And then you know you've got all these little over-the-counter remedies that come in these little blister packets. And you know, they're labeled on the back, and they have the instructions and stuff on the back of them. So you got your medicine cabinet. And this is a little organizer for all those little medicines, all those little things. You really could line up however many you needed in your medicine cabinet. So that's a neat little organizer for your medicine cabinet. So number 3 would be the Clorox bottle. Now what we're going to do with this is we're going to make labels. So you take off the label. Let me get a cloth. Where I rinsed this, it's still a little damp. So you want to take your Clorox bottle and your utility knife, and right around the top, just run your utility knife around the line where the label was. You could use this for funnel. Take the lid off and use this for a funnel if you needed a funnel. So here you have like just a container. I find the seam where the label was at. Let's draw the inside of this off. Find the seam and cut right down that. And then cut around the bottom part. So you have a tray that looks like this. I use these when I paint, and this is what I lay my paintbrush on. But they have many other uses. And then just take your scissors and just cut straight lines. Making the pieces of plastic about an inch wide. You can mark these off if you want them to be neater, but I just do them free-handed. I've done this for years. And what you're going to make out of these are garden markers, plant markers. I was able to teach our gardening club how to do this. And you just snip each marker with a point. And there you have garden markers. And you can write on there whatever you need to put inside of your pots. And label your plants. The next idea to repurpose stuff made from garbage is to simply take a big detergent bottle like this, or any kind of detergent bottle. Take a tool and just pop out this middle piece. It's a little bit of work. Wash it out really well, and you have a watering can. And you'd be amazed how effective that is to water your outside plants. And of course, you've saw me do this before. Take a dishwashing liquid bottle and use it as a plant waterer. And the next thing is these trays, deli trays. This one was our tray we used New Year's. These make excellent little greenhouses for starting seeds. They can come in many different shapes and sizes. Cakes come in on cookies. This vegetable tray. In the spring, just fill this with soil and put your seeds. Start your seeds. Mist your water onto your seeds and cover these up. And you have an instant little mini greenhouse to start your seeds in. And it's highly effective. And it's done in something that you would otherwise throw away. And of course, there's this. These things come off of the tops of cakes. This was a cake cover. You just turn it over and set a plant in here. It keeps your tabletop safe. You can buy these. They sell these in different sizes, these little things. And see, this one doesn't look much different. And actually, it's a thicker and a better quality than the one that you would buy. And you can make them out of any size container that you need. And then number 8, this is a tomato sauce can. You cut the ends out of both ends, you take the lids off. Take your tomato paste out and wash this. Take the label off. And this is an instant cutter for cookies, biscuits, or anything that you want to cut out. It's smooth on each end. And I've had this one for years. Well, that's 8 ways to repurpose something that you would normally throw away. I hope there's something in here that you can use, and I hope you have a good day. And like always, until next time.